What would your life look like if you gave 1,000 hours to mastering something new? That's what I'm here to explore.
You think because you prayed a prayer or you came to an altar, you could just say, ask the Lord into your heart and then believe in God. But you got a false assurance while you claiming Christ and living in sin. Oh, once saved, always saved. Those who endure to the end shall be saved.
Welcome to the 1,000 Hour Project. I'm Josh, and I'm going to be the person who you watch failing over and over again for your benefit and comedy. Jokes aside, welcome, but I have a confession. This isn't my first time posting on YouTube.
I'm going to show you a quite basic trick for beginners, and it's a manual. Yeah.
I hate myself. I remember one day death scrolling through YouTube or TikTok or whatever mind-numbing app it was, and I thought to myself, this is just a bunch of people who are really good at something, who I watch and you watch, and do you know what? It probably makes them feel really good about themselves. However, I know very little channels about someone who's just rubbish at something, someone who just fails at something over and over again, and we watch that for entertainment. Well, apart from drunk people falling over. Malcolm Gladwell in 2008 wrote the book Outliers, which basically was a generalisation of the research of Andres Ericsson that 10,000 hours of deliberate practice was mastery of a task, skill or instrument. Now, Ericsson's research was based off his own study of musicians at the Berlin Academy of Music. Now, while he criticised Gladwell's book, I thought it was an interesting concept and I wanted to try it out. How good could a person become after 10,000 hours of deliberate practice? So if I'd done 1 hour activity a day for 10,000 hours, it would take me 27 and a half years. So, no. But 1,000 hours? Yes. Now, I'm going to give you a bit of background on myself. I was the guy who always had the next best thing. I'm going to create a business. Breakdancer. Guess what? I had nothing to show for it. Ideas that were as short-lived as your New Year's resolution. Sorry, that was mean. So why was starting so hard? Why would I start things and never finish them? Where was my integrity? So in 2022, I booked myself to do a marathon. No, I didn't cry straight after this. Why that marathon was the most brutal thing I had ever done. It taught me a lot. 1, you get out what you put in. 2, you fall in love with the journey and not the outcome. 3, don't do a marathon again. I fell in love. Now, I was the guy who would say to you, running is boring, it's slow, and I would complain if I ever had to run a lap of the rugby field. I started looking forward to my runs. My runs were excellent, and I started being excited before I would go to bed. I would lay out my clothes and I would look forward to the next day's run. Now, don't get me wrong, I was terrified. 26.4 miles or 24.6, whatever it was. Fact was, I just had to take it a day at a time. Now, Coach Bennett, Nike Run Club app, he really, really helped me. And the fact is, it was one start line at a time, one day at a time. And I had to stop thinking about the outcome and where I was going, and rather just show up. Now, I said I didn't cry earlier, and that was a lie. I did. The fact is, when I finished that marathon, I was so overwhelmed with joy and relief that it got me thinking, how many sports can give me that feeling? So, here we are. One big marathon of the adventure of sports to see where every sport can take us. Now, I want this channel to be about motivating you, showing you that there's someone else doing that work in them small hours, whether you're just starting or whether it's in the small hours in the morning. Someone that lets you know that when you're on this journey and you get a dip in motivation or in discipline, that someone is also there with you. Someone that you can come and watch. It feels great to be good at something, but it takes a different type of person to keep going when it's tough. Join me and let me join you on whatever adventure it is you're going on. Running? I got you. Learning a new language? I'm there for you. Want to learn to make pasta into little shapes so that when you have a family you can make them for them? I don't know. I don't care what you're trying to do. All I care about is that you show up day after day and keep your integrity. So where am I beginning? Well, I've decided that I want to get punched in the head. Yeah, boxing. The sport of the working class, the cathartic nature of violence. I think it'd be fun. Alongside this, I've decided to quit drinking, smoking, vaping, really. Fine. Blue raspberry, cherry, ice waffle was my favourite. Now, I'm not saying that my videos are going to be great montages or motivation that makes you want to climb Everest. The fact is, this is my first time editing. My first time doing this, so if I try something new or I try to be funny and I'm not, please don't tell me. So here we are, about to embark on this adventure. I love this definition of adventure that I heard, that it's undertaking risk but at an unknown outcome. And the fact is, we don't know where this journey is going to take us, but we do know where we'll be if we stay where we are. Now, I don't want that, and I'm sure you don't either. So, together, we will either find a way or we will make one. Thank you. Now, I know you're not always going to have time to watch these videos, but what I'd say, subscribe, follow. If you want more of the day-to-day, I'll be putting little montages on TikTok just of what I'm doing in the day-to-day. Again, I can't say they're going to be great, but if I know other people are on this adventure with me, and so do you, then we can do it together.